Hello there, how you doing? Hope everything's fine. So, what's going on today? What are we doing today? Well, what we're doing, I'm going to pick up a friend of mine, a colleague, a businessman. This guy, you all know him. He's been in the education business for a long time. So I'm going to pick up Richard de Folter. We're going to talk about business, and we're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about schools, universities, our workshops, etc. So what we're actually doing, this is called weba on the road. I'm going to interview him, so I'm going to ask him a few questions about his business, when he started, why he started it, and how the education business is evolving now at this stage of our society. So he started more than 30 years ago. So anyway, so like I said, I'm going to pick up Richard de Folter now. We're going to talk about business and education. We're going to have a few laughs, and then I'll catch you later, all right? Catch you later, bye.
Hey Jimmy, hello.
Amico, how you doing?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, not bad, mate. I was just going to say something in Italian.
Yes.
But
It's okay. Oh, a nice car.
yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
So, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Long day today.
Busy day.
Busy, very busy. I start around 7 o'clock in the morning. I just finished a couple of minutes ago.
You don't want to swap your life.
I know.
So anyway, I'd
Tell
like
me.
to say hello to my friends because we're here with, I just said before, he doesn't know that, but I told you that we're going to meet Richard de Folter. For those that don't know him, this is the guy that runs WEBA, World Educate Business Association. And for those that know him, we've met all over the world. We've laughed together and we've talked about business in our workshops. But what is happening today is we're going to talk about education, but we're going to do it in a different way. We're going to do it on the road. That's why this program is called weba on the road. And what it means on the road, we're on the road with a car, but we're on the road with our workshops, and we're on the road when we go around the world. So we're going to do today, actually, we're going to ask a few silly little things to this man here about his life, and then we're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about what we can and what we can't do.
I was working the pastry before when I was 15 years old.
So he makes cakes and
Exactly. I was making cakes, and I was making chocolate, I was making all types of different patisserie, and it was fantastic. I learned a great job. But with 18, I changed immediately, and I went into the travel industry business. So I went to the capital, not the capital city, but the most important business city in Switzerland, which is Zurich, and I started to work in the travel industry by a big company, which I don't want to say the name now.
yeah, but I think we know, but never mind. Yeah.
But and after 2 years, when I was about 20 years old, I decided to work with young people. So it was a big request of students to go study abroad.
They want to go and study abroad.
Yeah, so here in Switzerland, it was very difficult to find an agency who will do this job.
Yeah.
So for this reason, say, wow, this can be something very interesting for me. And so I started to open my own small office.
Because I remember I came to your office actually, but that's another story.
Yeah, he was looking for some ads, some promotion, the radio and the TV.
At the time, I was working for a radio station and
TV.
And television, and then you wanted to do some advertisements.
Exactly.
And I came over, and that's where I met you.
Yeah, it was quite expensive. You give me, I remember you
This guy, look.
you give me some discount. I remember.
This guy, look, he's always talking about money. Anyway, but of course, those times it was very expensive.
Be careful, you cannot enter here.
I'm going to.
They're preparing for the film festival
well,
now.
By the way, we're in Locarno.
Yeah, in Locarno, in Switzerland.
So it's the Italian part of Switzerland, and we're quite lucky actually because during this season we have many events. Now we have concerts like yesterday we had Zucchero Fornaciari, an Italian guy. But anyway, we've had Sting here, we've had Pink Floyd,
Tina Turner,
all these kind of singers.
Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Lenny Kravitz. Anybody else remember?
Yeah, I remember Simple Minds.
Yeah.
We had quite... Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan. Do you remember when you met James Brown?
Oh, yes, I remember. I remember one time the organizer called me. I was around 25 years old, and he asked me, Richard, you have to do me a favor. Yeah, tell me. I will have a very famous singer over here, but no one is speaking English.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you come across because I need someone who will help me. So I was not aware James Brown was there. So when I went to his office, after half an hour, he said, "Okay, I will tell you now who's coming, James Brown." So I spent an evening with him and always the staff of James Brown. It was fantastic.
Could you understand what he said? Zibba zibba, how you doing? Zibba zibba.
I remember he gave me his business cards, by the way. I never.
Anyway, what I've noticed is that you've been to China lately.
Yeah.
I've been to other countries, and I've noticed that there's something, let's say, moving with weba in the Chinese market. Yeah.
China is one of the market that we are in now, of course, but as well other markets like the US, like Canada, Kazakhstan as well a lot. We're doing a lot in ex-Soviet countries like Uzbekistan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, like I said, Kazakhstan, and of course now China. I mean, the biggest market in the world is China, and for this reason as well, we're organizing 4 workshops a year in China. But our plan, as you know, is by 2020 to organize around 8 to 10 workshops in China, because now the demand is very high, and we increase a lot as well in the US. Now we're having 4 workshops in the US.
This is another thing I was going to ask you is, this year I've been to the United States a lot.
You went to the workshop in Los Angeles?
Yeah, and did one in Miami, one in Los Angeles, and
now we have the next one coming up in New York.
Yeah, when was that?
On the 22nd of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the American market, I'm stopping for a bird here, I can't believe
Good,
it. Yeah.
good.
Right, okay, and he like doesn't even care, you know.
No.
All right.
But if you go a little bit slowly, he will move away.
Yeah, but you know, in Switzerland, you knock a bird over, you get fined.
Exactly.
So I was saying that the American market is interesting. Why?
Because still today there are a lot of agents who like to send their kids to United States for boarding school, college, community college, university. So the request to study in the US is very high, but as well for the UK still. I mean, as well with all this political change, etc. But as well the UK, the request is very high. When we get in requests from the agency about our workshop in London, the request is always there. So there are a lot of political issues going around the world, but not much has changed.
I mean, let's talk about, is it a problem today, the Brexit?
No, absolutely.
Because a lot of people are worried.
Yeah, they're worried. Of course they're worried.
I mean, from a student point of view.
No, not really. I mean, as you can see now, they find the best solution for the European student. They are living since 5 years in the UK. They can still remain there. So they are not big. Of course, some people are worried a little bit. But through this, maybe Ireland can take advantage a little bit. So a little bit, some of the students, they prefer to go to Ireland, some of them prefer to go to Malta. So the new market coming out, like Cyprus as well. Now there are several schools in Cyprus who offer English. There are fantastic business school and university in Cyprus, in Malta, in Ireland. But as you can see, Jimmy, at the moment, compared 10 years ago, people are moving more and more around the world. As well, the middle class society, they can afford to go study abroad, which before, maybe 10, 15 years ago, was more the wealthy people. Now as well, the middle class can move. So it is a decrease in one side, but it's an increase in another side. So on my view, like I can see, it's not a big change now.
Talking about markets, of course we talk about, United States, England, Australia, New Zealand, these countries. But there are like some upcoming countries. Let's talk about. We're talking about from an educational point of view.
Yeah.
We're talking about schools and universities. What about Holland or
Netherlands? Yes, I mean Netherlands is a great market to study, and the tuition fee is very low compared to other countries as well. So it can be a very good alternative to study in Netherlands, but as well Sweden, Finland, Norway.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was looking in the last 6 months, talking about new market, Dubai.
What do you mean, Dubai?
They're now several university and as well boarding school and hotel school and hospitality program in Dubai coming up. And as well today I get a request from a Polish agents who attend several of our workshops.
Polish?
Yes, from Poland, who attend several of our workshops. And I just read the email a couple of hours ago. She asked me, Richard, can you help me please? I have a couple of students who want to study in Dubai to do a university program. So I'm lucky because I had 3 universities from Dubai who attend one of our workshops in Beijing in the month of April. So I say, okay, let's get in contact with them.
What about the 2017 or 2018 from weba? What are we looking at? What are the new locations we're going to, or if there's anything new?
I always say we have a good team, we have great location to organize our workshop. The agents like the place where we have in our workshop, which is Switzerland,
Yep.
which is of course the United States, Canada, Asia.
I'm looking after you.
So I think we should continue to do the work that we're doing now. We should continue to go in the same place. We should continue to insist and work with the agents to cooperate more with the National Agent Association in order that all the agents who attend are qualified agents. So when the school attending, they are very happy to meet very quality agents, because our aim is always to work with quality agents, not with the quantity. As the majority of our clients usually are boarding school, business school, university, community college. We have as well language school, but our target is more in business school, boarding school, where the tuition fee is from 25,000 to 125,000. I mean, this morning I had a big meeting with boarding school with the tuition fees $120,000 US. 120,000. It's important when boarding school or business school who cost 35,000, 45,000, or master programs, that they meet quality agents who can deliver the students. Now we reached the hotel where I have to go for the next meeting.
Really?
So yeah, here.
Oh, so I'm a taxi driver now, am I?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
You are. So you can just
Okay.
leave me over there.
All right, then I'll drop you off here.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that we arrived.
No,
Okay.
just a little bit more. A little bit more.
Oh no, it's not here.
No,
is it?
it's
the one next one.
Next one. Yes.
All right.
I know that we
So,
have a British school who coming along. Yeah.
do you want to say goodbye to my friends?
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Well, see you soon again. Like, just follow us with on our weba website, and follow me with weba on the road. Big kiss. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.